What's up, everybody? Ben here. I am in my car about to head out. It's Memorial Day, and I'm actually driving to a shopping center about 5 minutes from my house to pick up a big bundle of stuff. It's an NES system with a bunch of games and some accessories, as well as some Game Boy stuff, including a green console that I'm going to keep for myself. I also made a big pickup the other day. It was a repeat pickup. So the guy who sold me some of the PS4 games you saw, I think maybe in the last video, reached out to me again and sold me a bunch of PS3 games. So I picked that up too. So this is all about the local pickups this video. I didn't actually go out to the yard sales this weekend because it didn't seem all that busy and I wanted to sleep in and I just didn't feel like it. But we're making things happen anyway. Anyway, if you're liking these videos, please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. Another thing real quick, I am heading to Too Many Games on June 25th in Oaks, Pennsylvania. And if you're interested in trading for any of my doubles that I've been picking up in the last videos, lots of NES, Dreamcast, etc., please make sure to hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about a trade. I do trades at the con with people who watch the channel. So anyway, that's it. Let's go pick up some games. And here it is. We'll break it down back at the house, but you can see we got some pretty good stuff out of this lot. All right, so it's the evening. Had a pretty successful day. The pickup went great. A couple little surprises, little accessories and things that I'll show you. But first, let's talk about the PlayStation 3 pickup, and I'm going to show that off first. Yeah, same deal. A week ago, I got those PS4 games for 40 bucks. It was, I think, 10 or 11 games for 40 bucks. And the guy reached back out. I told him, and I always recommend saying this when you make deals on like Facebook Marketplace or whatever, to say, you know, I'm into games. Let me know if you ever find anything else. And most of the time, they will never say anything to you again. But this guy did. He said, I'm getting rid of my PS3 stuff. Are you interested? And I got, I think it was 28 games or something for 50 bucks. And there's some good stuff there. So let me show that off real quick. And even though there's not a whole lot there that I'm going to keep for the collection, I want to keep the relationship going with this dude because he said he has Sega Genesis stuff, PS1 stuff, etc. that he might get rid of in the future. And so he said he's got me archived. He might be reaching out to me soon to get rid of some more games. So we'll see about that. But let's check out this PlayStation 3 stuff. I don't need to get into too much detail with this. It was 50 bucks for everything. Some stuff you can see is clearly just sort of filler stuff like DJ Hero, Assassin's Creed. There's a whole bunch of sports games here. I don't think any of these are particularly fancy. Maybe Madden 16, since that's like a late run PlayStation sports game. Sometimes those are a little bit more desirable. We've got the staple sort of Batmans and Call of Duty games over here. Nothing too crazy. I'll probably just try and put them up on eBay. A ton of like Rock Band games and Guitar Hero games, including Van Halen, I know, is probably a little bit more desirable. I even think the track packs are good. Guitar Hero Metallica's in there. I know people want that. A couple wrestling games, WWE 13 and 2K14. The Walking Dead games, which I liked back in the day, but I think got a little tiring. We got another Black Ops that's in the Steelbook, and then Star Wars Force Unleashed 1 and 2 on the PS3, as well as Back to the Future the game, which is also, I think, a little bit more desirable. But that's just disc only. So anyway, for 50 bucks, I wanted to pick it up. Again, this was sort of more of a relationship purchase. You know, I don't really need a whole lot of this for my collection, but the guy has more stuff he wants to sell me, and I think, you know, I want to keep him happy, so he keeps reaching out to me. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get some Genesis and PS1 stuff soon. The really big pickup this week was the one I got today, though, which was actually off of Nextdoor. I just happened to decide a while back to post an ad on Nextdoor saying I collect video games. Reach out to me if you have anything you're looking to part with. You know, I usually try and do these things a lot of times in the spring when I know people are trying to downsize, declutter, things like that. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. Whatever. It's just, you know, a shot in the dark. And it was so funny because somebody I know around here sent me a troll message trying to act like, oh, yeah, Nextdoor, you're going to find something. Well, somebody did message me, and he said he had an NES and some Game Boys and a bunch of games that he wanted to get rid of, that he tried to sell them through DK Oldies online a few years ago, and he didn't want their offer, and we did a little negotiating back and forth. I originally just offered him $150 for the whole lot. There's a few high-end titles in here that I think made it worth the offer. He came back, he broke down exactly what DK Oldies offered him, and then eventually we settled on 200 bucks for everything, which was a little more than I was looking to spend, I guess, but when I was breaking it down, looking at everything, it was worth the 200 and more, and I shouldn't be a cheapskate. I was happy to pay the guy. I met him this afternoon. He was very pleasant, and he says he was happy to sell it to me, that it'll go to a good home. There's one item I really wanted in here for my collection, because I am a collector of handhelds, so Anyway, let's get into it. So here is just the, I guess, the main accessories and systems and controllers and stuff. A few interesting items in here. So obviously, what actually was the thing I was really targeting for myself here was this Game Boy. It's a green, I guess this is a Play It Loud Game Boy. You can see it's missing the screen cover, but I think I could buy something like that online on eBay and replace it. I think other than that, the system is working. It needs a little cleaning, but overall it's intact. So I mean, it's okay. And definitely add it to my little handheld collection that I have over there. I like to get all sorts of variations for my handheld, so this will go in the collection. It might be a modding project, we'll see. There's also just a regular Game Boy. Unfortunately, it's missing the battery cover. I'm sure I could find a replacement for that as well, but honestly, I don't need this. I have a few of these. This will just be something I clean up and trade or sell. But anyway, it was part of the bundle as well as an NES. He even mentioned it gets the flashing lights. It needs a new pin connector, whatever, but it does work. That's totally fine. I'll clean it off and I'll make a system bundle out of it because I have plenty of NESs. It also came with 3 controllers. This controller has a little bit of a fraying on the wires, you can see, but overall they feel okay, so they're probably fine. I will test them all. This was an interesting little curiosity that came in the bundle. This was Game Boy printer paper, so yeah, I mean, this was like a thermal printer. I mean, I do have the Game Boy printer over there on the shelf somewhere, but this is some paper for it. I'm going to actually keep it because I just think the box is so interesting and curious. A couple other things, a Game Boy cleaning kit, which is whatever. I'll hold on to that, and a Game Genie. So definitely pretty cool, although I have one already, so this will go for trade. So yeah, I didn't mention that I did mention this was $200 for everything, so this was just the systems part of it. So let's get into the games that came with it. And here are the games that came with the bundle. I mean, this was obviously what really put it over the top of being worth the $200 price point. If you think a NES system is worth, I don't know, somewhere between, bundled all together with those controllers, somewhere between, I don't know, 80 or $100, plus the 2 Game Boys and the accessories and stuff, maybe getting me back to close to the original 200. This really puts it over the top and makes it worthwhile. I will do some label and condition upgrades with this stuff, but I actually have all of the actual individual games already, just whether or not some of them I upgrade, especially the harder to find ones, is another story. So anyway, let's get into it. The more common everyday games, although some really great titles. I mean, this is a really nice NES collection he had. You can see Operation Wolf, Bart versus the Space Mutants. That game sucks. Double Dragon 2, a personal favorite. TMNT 2, an awesome game. Castlevania 2, another one. I actually just picked up a copy in another bundle recently. Rescue the Embassy Mission, kind of an interesting game. Top Gun and Tetris. Solar Jetman, really cool. I believe that's, Trade West. It's made by Rare. TNC Surf Design. Cyber Stadium Base Wars, a really interesting baseball game. And Jackal. And then here are the probably more desirable titles. As you can see, we got Mario 3 and the 2 Zelda games. All in really, really nice shape. You can see like the plastic is like there's no chipping of the gold stuff either. Captain America and the Avengers is actually pretty expensive. I think that's like a $40 game now. I've got it already. That might be an upgrade for me. Battletoads, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, both super good titles to trade. And then the best game in the lot, and this might be an upgrade for me as well, Power Blade. And I think this goes for about $70. It's actually a pretty neat game. But I've got it already, so either this one will be an upgrade for me and I'll trade the one I have, or vice versa. That'll be available if you're interested. Hit me up on Instagram. Anyway, that's it. I feel like for $200 getting this and all the systems and everything else was a pretty good deal for me. So that's it for this video. A couple things are coming around the corner. I actually made a big purchase on eBay. I picked up a Master System sort of collection, a bunch of boxed Master System games. To try and bolster my collection. I saw a good deal on eBay. There was some negotiating and I ended up picking it up. That'll probably come, I'm hoping, this week. Really cool stuff to add. And I'm sure I'll find other things. I didn't go out yard sailing this weekend. I slept in. I didn't feel like it. But I'm always looking on Facebook and all other places to try and find stuff. And hopefully this week we have another pickup and another video to show you. Again, I'll be at Too Many Games June 25th in Oaks, Pennsylvania. So if you're watching the channel, you want to do a trade, you just want to talk or whatever, hit me up on Instagram and we can talk about it. I have a lot of doubles available for trade. I'm always looking for things that I don't have in my collection, and I've worked out deals so many times in the past, so hit me up there. Aside from that, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That stuff really helps. It helps the channel be seen. Every little thing helps push it up in the YouTube algorithm. So that's it. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.